guys, welcome to another little video tour here of one of the lovely cars over at Lafontaine, classic cars. Now, this one, obviously, when we think classic, we think of, old school muscle cars. This has hit the gap. It's over 25 years old. It's certainly a classic. It was a future classic for a long while, and now these things have been taken off, going crazy. So, obviously here we're looking at an NSX. We know Honda and Acura are one and the same. Now what's very unique about this one is that all the NSXs we got over here in the States were Acuras. This one here doesn't just have the badge swapped up front. This is a real Honda NSX from Japan. Very, very cool. Finished in black. The paint is killer. It is like glass. This is a 92. It's got the 3-liter mid-engine in the back. These cars were so ahead of their time, and you just know that. We all know that from how timeless, how well these cars have aged. They're only getting cooler. Man, the back end. There's a taillight that runs the whole way across this. Very subtle, very slick, dual exhaust, and mid-engine. While I'm talking about this lovely engine, I'm going to sneak on around town here, and we're going to pop open that engine compartment. So it's not up front. It's right there in the back. Very good. Where's this go? Take a peek at this, guys. Running horizontally, we've got a 3-liter V6 from Honda. We got the Vtec dual overhead cam. These motors crank and crank and crank. Once you hit that certain RPM, that sweet spot, this Vtec's going to kick in. Those cam lobes, they're going to adjust. They're going to hit a little bit harder, and this thing cranks out. Just like those little S2000s and that F20C, this one has a 9,000 RPM tachometer in there. It can go. They make more power the longer you run them out. This is a really, really fun driver's car. Super cool. And this one, too, I ought to note, is entirely stock with exception of these lovely BBS wheels. They look killer on here. It goes very well with the black paint and just a little bit of red from the taillights. Everything is all popping. Slick, slick, slick. This one's got the leather interior. You see we got an automatic in there. Hell yeah. Now this is where we shock ourselves. It gets a little bit cooler, a little more surprising, astonishing. Only 58,000 kilometers. Now that broken down into miles off the hip here, I'm going to say around 30-something thousand miles. That is very, very low for a 92, and on this car it shows. It's never been painted. I can't find any rock chips. I can't find any blemishes. This is a very, very nice one. It's been cared for, hasn't been abused. Just nice upgrade here with the sticky tires and these nice BBS wheels. The seats, everything's in great condition. It all works. Man, look at that. Whew. Now, one thing, too, we talked about. Over here is where you'd pop your trunk, which is the engine compartment on this one. Right under here is actually where you pop your frunk, if you will, your front trunk. Let's take a look under here. Ooh, all very tidy, all very clean. The radiator is up front here. The coolant pipes run all the way down to the back to cool that motor off. This is a very slick design. We've got a spare tire up front, which looks like it's never been used. These are pretty funny. I don't know how far you'd go on one of those, but compact, it works, whatever it took to make this mid-engine, back in the day, supercar happen. This is very, very cool. It's got ABS, it's got traction control, and it's got a lot of power. Now another thing cool about these cars here, and we'll show you a little clip of them popping, these front headlights are sweet. These cars look even cooler at night. Man. And as you see, all over the place, guys, everything is there. All the right stickers. Bang, 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 bang. This thing is super original, super well cared for, properly detailed. I dig it, I dig it. That Honda badge is sweet up here. This thing is so tough. These little cuts in there, letting the lights shine through. Very, very slick gal. One more thing too, I'll show you on that side there. So, super sleek, streamlined car here. We're getting some additional cooling, feeding that motor, sucking in the cold air right through the sides. We've got our fuel door here, and you might think for a second, you know, where's my door handle? They shaved it. No, they snuck it in right here. It's right at your hip. It's very convenient, and it's locked for extra security. Look at that. All original, down to the radio, the carpets. You see here, even on our door sill, it looks like we got part of the VIN on there as well. This is sweet. All right, guys, we're in here taking a look at the interior in this car, and I left it out of here if you hadn't caught on yet. The steering wheel is on the opposite side from what we're used to over here in the States. This is a JDM import. This is as JDM as it gets. A very cool Honda. They did the interiors of these back in '92. They knocked it out of the park. They really did a nice job. These seats, they have really, really nice bolstering. They're going to keep you firm and planted. The leather is in awesome shape. One thing, too, I really like in here, this headliner. It's got a nice kind of suede or Alcantara little insert here just above your head. I like that. And then we have this, you know, very driver-orientated cockpit over here. All the gauges are super bright. And again, like I said, it's 58,000 kilometers, which we're talking, you know, 35,000 miles. So this one has a ton of life in it. All the service is up. And one thing too to note, because sometimes it waves a question, and it has in the past, you know, this is a JDM car. Am I going to be able to make the U.S. emissions or safety standards? This one will come to you guys with a clean and clear registerable title. It's passed all its tests. The emissions are good. Safety is all good. It is ready to hit the road. Yes, you can drive around on this side legally here in the States today. And we've double checked it's all right and good for you. This is a very cool opportunity. You're going to be the only guy in town with a car like it. This is awesome. I know since a kid looking at these, man, yeah, over there is fun. I like the NSX, but damn, if I could be over here doing it, whoo, it's just that much better. It's a very cool experience. You're going to turn heads. You're going to go through the drive-thru in reverse. You don't see this stuff hardly ever over here in the States. Very, very nice. Then again, guys, the console in here, very driver-orientated. All very well preserved and maintained. All original. We've got a tape deck in there, too. Whew, I like it. The dash pad is plush, wrapped in leather. All the stitching is very tight everywhere. We got a book in there in case you want to read something. These nice little visors here too. We got a little friend in the middle as well, just to block out that little bit of sun. Those guys over in Japan, man, they're thinking of everything. I like it. A nice little speaker showing through here. Nice little center console. Very, very cool. All right, guys. So, talking about the shifter here, like every automatic, you know, we've got our drive, but what sets this one apart and makes the driving experience that much more of an, you know, experience you can shift it yourself by selecting those, so you can rev that one gear all the way out. You can rev two all the way out, hit third, and bang. You can make this thing go. These cars are quick. They're very well balanced. Honda is, over the top with their suspension. This car grips. It takes whatever you throw at it. This would be a very, very fun one to jump in and drive on the way to work every day, to go take to the autocross, hit the local track, whatever it is. You can't go wrong with an NSX, especially one with the Honda badges on it. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in, checking out this car. There is an opportunity to purchase this one in case you didn't know. You can reach out to us. The number is 248-714-2110. We'll put that in the description along with our email, even our socials. You see, we are full of classics, new schools, a little bit of everything that is cool. We cater to every kind of enthusiast because we appreciate them all. This one is smack dab front and center in our showroom. This is a kick-ass car. If you know someone who's looking for something like it, reach out, give us a jingle. We've got a couple hundred cars, guys. We're getting stuff like this in all the time. Reach out, let us know. And lastly, just thank you for tuning in. You're welcome to like, subscribe. We got a bunch of other cool stuff. We'll even put the website in there. Check out our cars. Check out our YouTube here. There's all sorts of fun to be had. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one.